Hello everyone, welcome to the video series on Python programming. In today's video, we are going to learn about decision making in Python. In our day-to-day life, we come across various situations where we need to take decisions based on the particular situation. Let's take a simple example. When the traffic signal displays a green colored man, that means a person can cross the road safely. When a traffic signal displays red color, that means a person cannot cross the road. So whether or not to cross the road depends on the condition of the traffic signal. Similarly, Python has a concept of conditional branching and various control statements available. The types of control structure include sequential statements. Sequential statements are basically statements in a program that are executed in a sequential manner. One statement is followed by other statement, and there is no conditional branching in sequential statements. Let's take an example to get a clear idea of how the sequential statements in Python work. In this program, we are going to find the area of a circle. We need to start by defining the radius of the circle. So I'll define a variable r is equal to float input enter the radius of the circle colon. Now I need to define the formula of this area of circle. So that will be area is equal to 3.14 into r square. So r into r, which is nothing but square of the radius. Now print the area of the circle, comma, the area calculated is stored in the variable area. So I'll write here area. Let's run this code and see what we get as the output. Run. Okay. It is asking me to enter the radius of the circle. So I'll enter 2 and press enter. So the area of the circle with radius 2 has been calculated by our program. Conditional statements in Python are another type of control structures. These statements cause the program control to transfer to a specific location depending on the conditional expression. If a conditional statement is true, then one set of statements is executed, while if a conditional statement is false, then another set of statements is executed. So before we start writing programs in Python, it is very important to know how conditional programming in Python actually works. In conditional programming, the most important thing to note is that the condition on which the decision is based. The conditional statements check the condition and execute the statements accordingly. If statement represents one of the forms of the conditional statements. If statement is used when we have to evaluate only one condition. If the if statement condition is satisfied or it evaluates to true, that means the statements followed by the if condition are executed. Otherwise, all these statements are skipped. Let's understand this by viewing a flowchart. So, the certain condition that is followed by the if statement, if it is satisfied, then statement 1 and statement 2 get executed. If the condition is not satisfied, then statement 1 and statement 2 are skipped. One important thing to be noted is that there is a colon after the if condition, and the body, that is the program or the statements under the if condition, start after indentation of tab space. It is mandatory in Python to indent the statements in the condition, otherwise it will display an error. So the flowchart that we saw in the previous slide is nothing but a pictorial representation of the flow of steps or procedure to solve a problem. Let's see how the if statements in Python work. In this program, we are going to take a input number and compare it with 500. If the input number is greater than 500, we are going to print a statement saying that the number is greater than 500. If the number is smaller than 500, then nothing will be displayed on the output screen. So let's start. Num is equal to int input enter a number. So the statement that needs to be printed should always be under double quotes. Now let's write the if statement. If the input number, that is nothing but our variable num, if num is greater than 500, colon. Always remember there is a colon after the if statement. Enter. As you can see, a tab space indentation has been created after the if statement. If this indentation was not there, it would have given me an error. If the number is greater than 500, print the number is greater than 500. Now let's try to run this program. Run, go to run module, click on OK. It is asking me to enter a number. I'll enter the number 700. Enter. So it has printed the number is greater than 500 because the number that we entered, that is 700, is greater than 500. Now let's again go to the program and see what happens if the number entered by us is lesser than 500. I'll enter 400, which is lesser than 500, and press on the enter key. As you can see, no print statement has been displayed because the if statement has not been satisfied. The statement under the if statement has been skipped. The if-else statement is used when either of the two different actions is to be performed depending on which condition is satisfied. A block of statements is present under the if condition and another set of statements is present under the else condition. If condition is satisfied, then statement 1 is executed, else statement 2 is executed. Let's see how the if-else control structure works by using the if-else statements in the Python program. Num is equal to int input enter the number. Now, if the entered number is greater than 500, we want to print the number is greater than 500. So, if num greater than 500, colon, enter, print the number is greater than 500. Else, now here I need to remove the indentation since I am using the else statement. So here else, colon, enter. Again a tab should be present, that means indent should be present after the else statement. Print the number is less than 500. So let's try running this code. Go to run and click on run module. Click on OK. Enter the number. I'm going to enter 400 and see what is displayed as an output. Enter. So it is displaying that the number is less than 500. That means because the if condition was not satisfied, statement number 2, that is the statement under the else condition, has been displayed. Now let's take another example of the if-else statements in Python. In this program, we are going to see if the number entered by the user is positive or negative. So first we need to initialize the variable to take the number. Num is equal to int input enter the number. So if this entered number is greater than 0, then we want to print the number is a positive number, else it is a negative number. So if num is greater than 0, colon, press enter and write the print statement for the if condition. Print the number is positive number. Enter. Now I'll press backspace to write the else statement. Else, colon, enter, print the number is negative number. Okay. So now let's run the program and see what we get as the output. The program is asking me to enter the number. I will enter 6 and press enter. So it has given me the right answer that the number is a positive number since 6 is greater than 0. Now let's try to run it and see whether the else statement works. Here I'll enter -6 and see what we get as the output. So it has correctly displayed the else statement that the number is a negative number since -6 is less than 0. Another type of control structure in Python is the if-elif else statement. This is used when we need to work with multiple conditions. In this case, only using the if-else statements will not work. The if-elif else statements provide a compact way to perform multiple tests on a condition. For example, when you visit a bank, you go to a specific counter depending on the service that you need to avail. If condition 1 is satisfied, then statement 1 is executed. If condition 2 is satisfied, statement 2 is executed. Otherwise, statement 3 is executed. So your multiple conditions get checked, and whichever condition is satisfied, the statement under that condition gets executed. Let's try to use the if, elif, else statements in a Python program. In this program, we are going to display the name of the day according to the number given by the user. So num is equal to int input, enter the number. Now if the number is equal to 1, that is num is equal to 1 colon print Monday. Elif num is equal to 2 colon print Tuesday. Elif num is equal to 3 colon print Wednesday. Elif num is equal to 4 colon print Thursday. So like this we are writing the elif statements for all the days. Elif num is equal to 5 colon print Friday. Similarly, elif num is equal to 6 colon print Saturday. Now, if the number is not from 1 to 6, then else colon print it's a Sunday. So I'll write Sunday. So if the number is equal to 1, it will print Monday. If it is equal to 2, it will print Tuesday, and so on. And if the number is not from 1 to 6, if the number is 7 or any random number which doesn't fall between 1 to 6, then it will print Sunday. So let's run this program and try what it is printing. It is asking me to enter the number. I'll enter 4 and it has printed Thursday since I have entered the number 4. If I would have entered the number 5, it would have printed Friday, and so on. So this is how the if, elif and else statements work. Now we are going to learn about if-else statement with the AND operator. The AND operator is nothing but a logical operator that we learned about in the previous videos. It is used to combine conditional statements. If both conditions are true, then it executes if statement. Otherwise, it will execute else statement. If condition 1 and condition 2 both are satisfied, statement 1 will get executed. Else, statement 2 will get executed. Let's try out using the AND operator with the if statement. We are going to write a program to find the greatest number among the 3 numbers entered by the user. A is equal to int input enter first number. B is equal to int input enter second number. Similarly, C is equal to int input enter third number. If A is greater than B and A is greater than C, colon, print greater number is, comma, A. Similarly, L if B greater than A and B greater than C, colon, print greater number is, comma, B. Enter. Now the else statement will be else colon print greater number is, comma, C. Let's try to run this code. It is asking me to enter the first number. I'll enter 7, the second number as 5, and the third number as 2. So it has displayed the greatest number as 7, since 7 is greater than both 5 and 2. Just like the AND operator, if-else statement can also be used with the OR operator. The OR keyword is a logical operator that is used to combine conditional statements. At least one of the conditions needs to be true in order to execute if statement. Otherwise, it will execute the else statement. We are going to see how the OR operator can be used with if-else statement in Python. In this program, we are going to find whether the entered character is a vowel or a consonant. CH is equal to input enter any character. Now if CH is equal to A or CH is equal to E or CH is equal to I. Similarly, we'll write the OR operator for O and U. CH is equal to O or CH is equal to U. If the character entered by the user is one of the vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U, then print entered character is vowel. Else colon print entered character is consonant. Now let's run this program and see what we get as the output. It is asking me to enter a character. I will enter O and see whether it is telling me that it is a vowel. So it has printed the entered character is vowel. This is how the OR operator can be used with the if-else statement in Python. In this video, we learned about the sequential and conditional statements such as if-else statements and how they can be used with and an OR operator in Python programming. I hope you liked this video. We'll meet again in the next video to know more about Python programming. Thank you.